The other day I went to the movies and I watched Elvis the movie, and if you haven't seen that movie yet, I highly recommend it. It was absolutely incredible. Top Gun Maverick and Elvis were my favorite movies of the summer. Now Elvis is played by an actor called Austin Butler, and he happens to have amazing hair. So I figured, why not try an Austin Butler hairstyle tutorial? Let's get started. Austin's hairstyle is slightly longer than mine on the sides and back, but I'm gonna get as close as possible with my current length. First thing I'm gonna do is apply a little bit of the Forte Series Argan Oil. That's because we're going to be blow drying my hair, and this is going to protect it against any heat so it doesn't get damaged. It also just makes it nice and healthy and shiny, and that's the base to any nice hairstyle, right? You need to make sure that you have that. So apply a few drops to your ends, make sure that you apply it evenly, front, the back, and the sides. And there's two ways that I can go about this. I can go with the Forte Series Pomade. This one has a little bit more shine to it, and it has more hold, or the Hairstyling Cream, which is slightly more matte and more flexible. It's actually, honestly, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the pomade. Let's see how it works out. What I like about this pomade specifically is that it doesn't have a lot of that greasy shine to it that most pomades have. This is how much I'll be using today. It's not a lot, so make sure that you scoop some. Just emulsify the product on your hands until there's nothing left. It's only a thin layer of product. And I'm actually going to apply it starting from the back. It's very little. That's about it. To shape my hairstyle into Austin Butler's hairstyle, I'm gonna use this round brush here. It is a boar bristle brush, so you can see that it has these bristles inside, and the Forte Series hair dryer, which is coming out very soon, and I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on one of these because I absolutely love it. Now, his hairstyle isn't necessarily straight in those photos, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to add some waves to my hairstyle. My hair is naturally wavy, so it shouldn't be that difficult. The round brush allows for that, right? Because your hair is going to actually wrap around the brush, creating those waves, creating that shape that we're looking for. So what you're gonna do is brush your hair forward and then roll the brush, pulling your hair into a circle around the brush, and then heat it up. And by heating it up, you're gonna lock it into that place. Let's go. And what I think is interesting about this hairstyle, it's not like he's straightened it back. It's not like every hair strand is in its place. It's kind of messy, but it works really well. It looks like he's by the ocean, by the water, and there's a nice casual breeze going about, and he doesn't really mind. It just looks careless, but at the same time well put together. And that's a really trendy look right now. Looks that don't seem extremely manicured, that don't seem extremely time consuming. I would call this look organized chaos. You definitely know that he put effort into it. He probably got it done professionally before the red carpet. This is definitely done by, a hair team, got the makeup done, but it doesn't look like it. So I'm blow drying my hair upwards and backwards to mimic that same shape that he's got going on. Now I think we kind of got that same shape going, right? I can see that we have the volume, it's kind of blow dried back. I even blow dried it upwards a little bit here so that you get some of that mullet-ish type hairstyle that he's got going on. It's funny, I've never done this before, so this is actually, I'm looking at my mirror right now. I don't even recognize the back of my head here, but it looks cool, man. He's got a really cool style going. So now what we're gonna do is add more of the pomade to this hairstyle to add that shine that he has, right? Because his hairstyle is not really matte. It has the shine, it has the texture, and it's a slightly wet look. Not a greasy, overly wet look, just a slight sheen to it. So that's what we're gonna do with the pomade. I'm gonna grab a little bit more of that here. We're gonna emulsify it again, making sure that there's no clumps. And then we're gonna start adding that. So I'm gonna start up top here. You can see that immediately you get the texture, right? Immediately you can see texture here on my hair. It starts to clump hairs together, and that's what he has going on. So I think I'm gonna add a little bit more, but we'll start with this much. Oh yeah, I love the way that this is coming out, man. I'm actually so stoked. So now my hair is almost there, right? But I'm looking at the photo here and I'm seeing that he has more texture and it's a little messier than this. Mine is still a little too well put together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to use a little trick that I've showed you guys before. I'm gonna use a wide tooth comb and I'm gonna use the Forte Series Freeze Spray to lock in that texture. So what we're gonna do is we're going to create texture. Look at that, right? You're creating that separation between the hair strands, and then we're going to use the hairspray to very lightly add that texture. And you can see that immediately you get that texture, it gets locked in, which is super cool, and it stays. And what I'm gonna do now is mess it up just a little bit because this hairstyle is pretty messy. And now, to make it all come together and look exactly like that photo, I'm gonna take one more step. We definitely are getting there. What do you guys think? There's one more thing. I'm gonna go above and beyond for you with this one. Are you ready? Wow, okay. Now I think we're there, right? I had to go the extra step here just to really try to get it as close as possible. And then I also found this photo right here that I just thought I have to copy this photo with the little curl. It was too good for me to pass on that opportunity. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. And of course, go check out forteseries.com for the best hair products. If you're trying to recreate this hairstyle, we got everything that you need at forteseries.com. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon.